Hey guys, Freedom Voice here. Gonna do a video here, just sort of documenting an ongoing situation that I just kind of want to document and show how when you are the target of a narcissistic gang stalker, these are some of the tactics that they use to try to disrupt your day, disrupt your life, and kind of get you off balance to the point to where they want to create sort of like the victim mentality where they feel like they're the victim. So they'll gaslight and they'll manipulate your life to get you to react. And when you react, they quickly claim victimization to try to get you framed and in trouble. And the goal is to retaliate against you, but to do it in such a way where they are not seen as the perpetrator. And so what I want to do here is I want to kind of show something that's been going on with the front gate at my property and kind of just give you an idea of the games that are being played and how they're being played. Okay, in this video, I'm showing the lock on the gate. You can see here there's about 5 locks. The one I'm holding in my hand right here is the lock that we all use. It's the lock that everybody has a key to. At least there are 4 property owners that go pass through this gate, and we all use this lock right here that I'm holding in my hand. I would say most of us. There are 2 out of the 3 that have their own lock, which you can see on the chain here. But the vast majority of us we were using this lock right here in my hand. Well, at some point, one of the tenants, one of the people, I'll say, that own property back there, obviously they're part of this whole gang stalking thing, and they took this lock off. Now, you can see me coming up to the gate now, and you can see that lock that I was holding in my hand is missing, right? You see 3 combination locks here, but you can't see the other lock. And again, I want to just show you that lock that we all use. It's this lock right here. This is the one that we were all using, but you can see here that it's missing. See, this is the game that they play. They removed that lock so as to lock me in, basically. And then they had all the other locks, which I don't know the combination to. So I just decided that I was going to cut the lock, which is kind of what I did. And, you know, as a property owner, I have the right to cut the lock because you see in the deed when I purchased the property, it has what's called right of easement. And so I have a right of easement anytime through this gate. This gate, I don't own this gate. My property's in the back, but I still have a right of easement through this gate. So I cut the lock so that I could get access. After I cut the lock, I went out and purchased my own combination lock. And you can see I'm coming up to the gate here. And this lock right here in the middle, right here, the master lock, is the new one. This lock is the new lock that I purchased. Now, again, the lock that I cut is this one that was here. You can see they got a new lock there as well because the old lock was the lock that I cut. You can see that new master lock right next to mine is the one that is new that they purchased. Again, I just want to kind of verify. The one I'm holding in my hand right now is the new one that after I cut the old one, they went out and bought a new one. And this is the one I'm holding in my hand. You can see the one that I cut here on the ground. So this is my lock here. This is the, I don't know, somebody's lock. This is supposed to be the entire group's lock. It's supposed to be a different lock, but they put this combo lock on. And then this lock is new. This is Ruth and Scott's lock here. And this would be somebody they know. All right, guys. Apparently somebody took the whole entire chain, including my lock and all the other locks. You can see it's been cut here. And they put this note up here. It says, I've been locked in, locked out. And this is Denise. So she says, I'm recording my actions and reporting it to law enforcement. Okay, I just want to read this letter. It says, I've been locked in and locked out for the last time. I live here until further notice. I have every right to come in and go as I please. As everyone else on the street. You are imprisoning me and is against the whatever. You are locking me out as if I don't live here. She says, I live and I need access to go as you do. I am recording my actions and reporting it to law enforcement. Now, I just want to kind of make mention of the fact that this lady was married to one of the property owners. She is not the property owner. The property owner she was married to passed away. And so she's still living in the property. She has since been evicted by the daughter of the property owner who succeeded her father who passed away. Now, the reason why I'm making note of this is because the people who I believe did this cross-locking of the front lock gate, they're saying that she was the one that cut the lock. If you'll notice here, again, the lock is missing. The chain is missing with all of those locks. It's missing now. It's gone. And they're saying that Denise, who the lady that wrote that note that I just read, they're saying that she did it. See, what they're doing is they're trying to hide. They don't want to be seen as the perpetrator. So they're putting the blame on Denise. And this is why I'm making this video, is because I'm proving the fact that Denise is saying that she was locked in her own letter. She admits that she was locked in and locked out. So she couldn't have been the one who cut the chain and cut the locks. And quite frankly, and I say this respectfully, but she doesn't have the knowledge or the physical strength to do it. She's a lady. She can't cut locks like this. That had to be done by a man. And it was done by another person whom I know to be the actual one that did it. They did it simply because I cut the lock, because they were cross-locking the locks to lock me in. Now, in the next video, I want to kind of show, I talked to Denise about this situation, and I did record it. I'm not going to show her face because I just don't want to do that. But I do want to show video of me approaching Denise regarding the locks on the gate. Here it is. Just wondering about the lock. I don't know. Whose locks are these?
Those are Doug's daughters, the guy up here. I don't know. It's so screwed up. I don't know.
All right, again, I just want to show you the locks that she's referring to. The one I'm holding in my hand was the lock that I was using. This was a lock that was removed. The other locks are, as Denise mentioned, Doug's daughter, and then another owner in the back. So I just want to kind of show the fact that Denise did not remove the chain. That was Denise that I just approached. Denise is also the one that wrote this letter here. This is the letter where she said she had been locked in and out. So the person that actually cut and removed all the locks had to be the person that owns the gate, right? It had to be. Because again, Denise did not do it. All right, guys. Apparently somebody took the whole entire chain, including my lock and all the other locks. You can see it's been cut here. And All right, I want to document something and show something in the video that I just picked up while editing this video. If you'll notice, you can see that the chain has been removed and all the locks have been removed. Well, if you notice on the ground behind the pole, you can see my lock that was cut off and thrown down on the ground. Now I'm going to freeze frame it and zoom in. Can you see that lock on the ground back there? That's the lock that I purchased after I cut the lock so that I could get out. That's my lock. You can see it on the ground back there. It's laying on the ground. And I want you to really notice that, because you're going to see that lock still laying there 2 days later. You can see the bolt holding the chain had been cut, and you can clearly see my lock on the ground. Now, I want to let it play, let the video play 2 days later. You can see it's been 2 days. No chain, no lock. And Denise's letter is still here. Douglas Matthews, lady. All right, so I'm rerunning this video again because I want to show you my lock still on the ground back there. I'm going to zoom in, and I want you, can you see it? You can see that lock behind the pole there. My lock laying on the ground behind the pole. You can kind of faintly see it. That tells me 2 days later, my lock was still on the ground. Now, ironically, when I shot this video and I came out and I looked at the chain missing and the locks missing, I did not see that my lock on the ground. I didn't see it until really about a week later. And I certainly didn't see it in this video until I started editing this video. So I'm glad I was able to pick these details up in this video. But I'm going to let the video play, and I want you to just kind of notice as I let it play in slow motion. You can see my lock still on the ground back there. And then you can see Denise's letter on the gate. So the point is that it was directed at me. And you can see Denise is not the one that did it, because this is the letter where she claims that she could not get in and out of the gate herself. So it's very obvious who's doing it in my mind, the owner of the front property. This is his name. I sent him a letter. This is a certified letter I sent to him. And I told him in the letter that this was a preliminary letter of lawsuit, that if it happens again, that I'll be taking him to court and be suing for denial of right of passage, or basically an easement right, which is in the deed. So I'm just kind of documenting this because this guy, the one that you see here, the name that you see here on the letter, he flipped the script and said Denise did it. He said Denise was the one that removed the lock. Denise was the one that cut the chain. They blamed it all on Denise because he did not want to be the fall guy, which all the evidence points to him as being the one. No one else did it because no one was there. It was just Denise and myself and him. So I sent the letter certified mail through the post office, and here's a picture of the letter going out at the post office. So we'll see how things develop from this point. I'm very adamant and very serious about this because I know it's going to come up again, and I will document it again when it does come up. Until next time, take care.